So hi, how's it going? And this is a video that definitely is going to come out of left field for some of you. So in the last couple of months, I did a couple of Pokemon card openings. I did the Pikachu V-Box and the... Ooh, I don't remember. Is it the 2022 Collector's Box thing? You guys remember. Just look on the channel a couple of months back and you'll see it. And I really enjoyed opening those. So today, I thought I might as well show you my entire with quotation marks, Pokemon card collection. So today, it's probably just going to be ultra rares from the Black and White era, X-White era, XY era, not X-White era, Sun Moon era, and then of course Sword and Shield era. So I guess we're going to start oldest to newest. First, I'm going to show you the Holos from that era, and then the ultra rares, and then we're going to go generation by generation. So it'll be Gen 5 Holos, Gen 5 EXs, Gen 6 Holos, Gen 6 EXs, Gen 7 Holos, Gen 7 GXs. You get the point up to current day. So to start us off, we're obviously going to have Black and White Holos. And as I show you these cards, I'm obviously going to explain a little bit about them as we go along. So I'm just going to go card by card in my hand. And we're going to start off with technically the earliest card I have, this Noivern Holo, which I actually traded my friend for. I don't really remember what I gave her, but I don't really know what set it is, so it's the first one on the binders. You can see there's like a little, I think it's supposed to be a Noivern symbol, so I'm sure it's XY. I don't know why it says black and white, but just go with it anyway, because it's a Gen 6 Pokemon. But yeah, Noivern Holo. Next up, we have a Kyurem Holo, which is a black and white promo. I did not open this. I actually got this from a different friend back in the day. So if you guys know what this is from, let me know. Ampharos Holo. Now, this is a funny story. So me and my brother went to Walmart, probably in like, I don't know, 2015, 2016, and they had the like Plasma Freeze, Plasma Blast, I'm not 100% sure which one, blisters, and this is the Ampharos that came with it. So we each have one of these Ampharos. It's a black and white promo, black and white 67, came on front of the 3-pack blisters. Next up we have Gigalith, and this was the first ever holo card that I ever got. Basically, the way I started collecting was my friends at the time gave me like a crap ton of Pokemon cards at the same time, and this was one of the holos they gave me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take a little peek. Yeah, that one is also one that they gave me. And this card has gone through a lot. I've traded it to a lot of people, and it ended up coming back to me, so that was very cool. Most of these black and white holos were either given to me, or they're like the Ampharos that I opened up out of like one pack. Because back in the black and white era, I really didn't open much cards. Because obviously I was still very young. Next up, we have a Blastoise Holo, and Blastoise is one of my favorite Pokemon, so very happy to have it. Once again, same friend that gave me the Gigalith, which I laid down right here, also gave me the Blastoise, so that is very cool. Obviously, I still have it. And then this is from this Reshiram right here. It's from Black and White Legendary Treasures, which is one of, if not my favorite sets of all time, because like you can pull like, I think it's up to 3 EXs in one pack, and I did get very lucky with that set. So it has been one of my favorite sets. I remember like watching people open it up back in the day. I opened a lot of it, like the single pack blisters from like Walmart and stuff. So technically it's the earliest set I've ever opened up. I guess I just told you I opened up Plasma Blast at one point, so that's a lie. But like it was one of the first ones I ever bought, because I believe I started when Roaring Skies came out in like 2016 was the first time I ever opened them. But I did open a lot of the card sets that came out before it, including Legendary Treasures. So there's going to be a lot of Legendary Treasure cards, including some from the Radiant Collection. So right here we have a very cool Reshiram, which is hard to tell that it's a holo based on the camera, but trust me, it is. We have the counterpart Zekrom, which I actually opened a couple of, but I traded those away, so now I only have one. We have a Hydreigon, which is a very cool card. Next up, alright, so here comes the Radiant Collection. Serperior, which is a card I didn't open up. It was given to me when one of my friends had stopped collecting and gave me all their cards. So a Radiant Collection card, you can see there's a little pattern. It's hard to pick up on the camera, but you can tell there's little flower patterns down there on the Serperior. There's a Growlithe, which my brother pulled, and he traded to me, and I think it's very cool. It's like Sleepy Growlithe. They got little, once again, little flower patterns. I know it's hard to see, but they're in there. We have a Piplup, which I opened a lot of, so I did open this one up. It has little bubble patterns, as you can probably see. Really loud car going by. Annoying. Pikachu with Pikachu tails, that was another one. Same friend that gave me the Serperior right here also gave me the Pikachu, so that's where that one came from. Purloin, not my favorite card, but it's one I pulled nonetheless. It's very cool. It has like a little chandelier pattern on here. All right, and now we're getting on to the big hitters from the Black White era. And most of these I either like traded for, some of them from like Legendary Treasures I obviously opened up myself, and other ones, I'm trying to think of what's in here. Okay, we'll just see. I won't try and tell you what they are ahead of time. So the oldest EX card I own in my collection is this Deoxys EX, which is Black and White Promo 82. I obviously traded for this. I believe it came on a Deoxys tin, probably back in like, what year did this come out? Can you guys see? I forgot where they did it in this card. 2012. It's very dark, so you're probably not going to be able to see it. But 2012 this came out. Moving on. I don't like this card very much, but it's very old, so I'm going to hold on to it. Regigigas EX, and that same Ampharos, the Ampharos, which is right here. I can show you right here. The Ampharos 3-pack blister I told you about earlier. I got the Regigigas EX from, so that's always a very special card to me. It's one of the oldest EXs I pulled myself, because obviously Deoxys I did not pull. Zapdos EX, that came from the Zapdos battle decks. I'm pretty sure we get like a couple Zapdos EXs. So I didn't pull this. This is from one of the plasma sets. I always get mixed up on those. I got that for my birthday one year, so I got a Zapdos EX from it. Here is the start of Legendary Treasures, one of my favorite sets. We have a Zekrom EX, which is reprinted from an earlier Black-White set. Sticking to the old cards, these are all different sleeves, by the way. These ones are Mega Gyarados in particular. Darkrai EX. Sorry about that. One of the background tins just fell down, so no cuts. You're gonna have to live with that. I'm not very good cameraman, so I would cut and redo it, but I'm too lazy, so you gotta stick with it. But anyways, Darkrai EX. This card has gone to a lot of people. I've traded it to my friend before. I've traded it to my brother before, but it has ended up back to me. It is a very cool card. And earlier cards like this, when I didn't really know what Pokemon was, it's kind of hard to tell what Darkrai is there. So I always thought of Darkrai as being completely different than it actually looks in game. White Kyurem, ooh, spoilers. You did not see a Lugia EX. White Kyurem EX is, so basically the same friend that gave me the Superior and the Deoxys and stuff really hooked me up, I guess. He traded me a White Kyurem and my brother a Black Kyurem, which I'm pretty sure he still has. And obviously, once again, a very misleading one, because I always thought this was like, it's like tail, and that's just like mouth. I thought it was like a long dragon with a flame on the end. So this is obviously one of my favorite cards, probably the favorite one from the Black-White era. I didn't even know it came from Legendary Treasures, so obviously I did not pull this one on my own. The Lugia EX you saw, which I do vividly remember pulling out of a pack. Don't know when, don't know what it was out of, but I remember pulling it. A Meloetta EX, which I'm pretty sure I scanned myself on. Basically, earlier on with these cards, I would scam myself for getting a worser card than I traded for. Don't remember what I traded for, but I'm sure it was something better than a Meloetta EX, but still cool to have from their Radiant collection. And of course, another Meloetta EX is the Meloetta EX Full Art from the Black and White era, and this is the last card from the Generation sleeve. I'm pretty sure I got that out of like one of those mystery boxes. I did not open a Generations Elite Trainer box. Yeah, but Meloetta EX, I pulled like 4 of them, and I'm pretty sure I got rid of one of them at one point. So basically I traded one to my brother, and he held on to it forever, and then I like just traded it back for him. So technically, this is a Meloetta that my brother owned, not me, but I technically pulled it originally, so I guess it was technically mine. But yeah, so that is all the ones from the Black and White era. Put them all in a pile. You could probably see them overflowing a bit there on the desk. I'm going to pick up the tin, get the XY cards ready, and I'll see you in a flash. Okay, so we're back, and it turns out I just lied to you. I did not pick up the Espeon tin because I forgot, and I'm already started filming, so I'm just a mess today. XY is going to take a long time. If you thought the Black and White was going to take a long time, you know nothing about the XY era. This is half of the stack of holos that I have to show you right now. So let's get that started so I don't take 5 years. We're going to start with holos and go to EXs. Obviously, any other cards that I pulled, like the breaks or anything I'm going to show you at the end, is a little extra segment. But for now, we start with a McDonald's Inkay, which I'm pretty sure I opened when I was very little, and I didn't even know what it was, and I somehow held on to it, like, even before I started collecting Pokemon cards. But I still have it, so that's a cool novelty to have. Pikachu, I pulled this one. I also have the little Primal Groudon McDonald's toy, so I remember asking my dad to go out to McDonald's with me to get the McDonald's Happy Meal, specifically for the Pokemon one, and my friend also got it, and he got, like, the Marill and Kyogre one. It was a very, very cool bonding experience between us. Now starting with the XY promos. This is one that I traded for. Basically, one of my friends, a lot of friends I'm telling you about, in like 4th grade. Basically, I had a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'm not like super into Yu-Gi-Oh. So he's like, hey, I'll give you a bunch of cool older Pokemon cards, including cards like this, for some of your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I was like, yeah, sure. And they weren't like holo Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They were like pretty common, straightforward ones. So I'm pretty sure I got the better of the deal, especially because I don't collect Yu-Gi-Oh anymore and I still collect Pokemon. But that is where I got the Mudkip from. It's from one of the collector chests. Heliolisk was from a 1-pack blister that I opened up back in the day. Some of the holos are hard to see on here, but trust me, they're there. Ancient Trait cards. I completely forgot about these, but this is a Fearow. I'm pretty sure I got out of a 1-pack blister. Probably around, like, Roaring Skies era, I would guess. The Rayquaza came out of a Rayquaza figure box. I remember I asked my aunt to get me the mega shiny Rayquaza EX box, and they got me this one instead, and I was very upset about it for a while. But eventually, I came around to it, and I really like the artwork on this card now, so I guess who's laughing now? And then Celebi right here is actually one of my favorite art cards of all time. It's just such a beautiful card. This was on a 3-pack blister for Ancient Origins, I believe. Jirachi Holo. Funny story about this. On Alexander 545, for any of you who don't know about that, one of the first ever videos I uploaded was opening 2 breakthrough packs, and I believe the Haluchas later on. But Jirachi was one of the promos I got on the pack. So it's still here. It's a pretty cool card, pretty cool art overall. Umbreon, I'm pretty sure I traded for, then I lost it, and then I stole it back from a friend. That's a long story I don't want to get into to save you time. And that was all the promos for the holos. Now let's get on to the actual sets, starting with XY base. We have the Chestnut. Don't remember much about that. Trevenant holo. We have a Rhyperior holo. A Aromatisse holo. Sorry, I'll hold up the cards a little bit more. We have a Pyro holo. This is the start of Flash Fire. None of those cards had really interesting stories behind them, like the ones I've shared so far. If there are, I'll tell you. Dusknoir holo. Always really liked the art on that card. Drotagon holo, which I don't remember playing this card at all, so I'm pretty sure, like, my brother gave it to me or something. Machamp holo, pretty cool artwork. There's the Hawlucha from the breakthrough card video I told you about earlier. Here is a Chandelure holo. Always liked Chandelure. Heatran, which was one of another cards that I told you, like, some Pokemon art was misled because of how they looked in their cards. This was one of them, because this was, like, the only Heatran card I owned for a long time. Obviously, now I see the design, but at the time, I thought it was kind of like a fat, like, spider thing at the time. Sceptile Ancient Trait. So, I always miss Ancient Trait cards. Like, look at how cool this looks. It's basically a regular full art card, so not like an ultra rare, just like a regular full art card. Sceptile is very cool. I believe we have a Swampert too, which is, I'm going to say I like Swampert more, but I think the Sceptile has a cooler card. This is from Primal Clash. The Manaphy is also from Primal Clash, and so is the Crawdaunt. And so is the Kingdra, which is another Ancient Trait card. So the way I have these organized is mainly through set order. It's how they were organized in the binder, which I might show you at the end of the video, depending on how long this goes on for. Team Magma's Camberup, which is from Double Crisis, or as I would say as a little kid, Double Crisis. This was one I traded for because I love Camerupt, and I traded my friend for like a regular holo I'm pretty sure I had. So you're going to see 4 here, but I actually pulled a Team Aqua's Kyogre EX, which you're going to see in a bit. So that's why there are 4 of these Magma cards, when in fact the blister thing only came with, like, I think it's 4 packs, so it would make sense. Onto the ones that I actually pulled, we have Team Aqua's Walrein, Team Magma's Claydol, as well as Team Aqua's Sharpedo, and then there would be the EX I pulled, plus the Camerupt I traded for. Now we're on to Roaring Skies. We have the Beautifly Holo, which was given to me by one of my friend's neighbors, actually. We built a competitive deck one time and battled it. It was a very, very weird day, but I got a Beautifly Holo out of it. Jirachi Holo, I believe I traded my best friend for at the time. I really love the art on that card. Togekiss, Ancient Trait. And a funny story about this is this was the first Pokemon card pack I ever opened up. So this was from the Roaring Skies, my first ever pack I opened up, the Roaring Skies pack, and I pulled a Togekiss Ancient Trait Holo. As well as, weirdly, I remember a Reverse Binnacle, although that's going to be in the normal binder, not in the holo binder, obviously. But very cool card, very nostalgic for me. Next up, we have a Swellow Ancient Trait from Roaring Skies. No, I forgot. I could have sworn this card comes in a non-holo form, So maybe there was like a holo at some point released with a holo pattern. I'm not 100% sure. And then we have a Versian holo, and this is not the end of the stack. Oh no, that was one half of the stack. This is the other end of the other half of the stack. So we're going from Ancient Trait all the way down to Evolutions was the last XY set. So we're starting with a Gyarados holo, which I'm pretty sure came from a figure box. It has the little I don't know what you call it, the little dot holos. Gardevoir holo. That came from a one-pack blister that had like Ralts Croya Gardevoir on it. We have a Miss Magus holo. This is from Breakthrough now, which is a set that I never opened a single EX from. But I did get quite a few holos. So we have Miss Magus, Gallade, Meloetta, which is a cool card, because you often don't see Meloetta in this form. And then as well as the Yveltal, which has the swirl pattern, so I'm pretty sure I got that as a promo as well. And now on to my favorite set of all time in Breakpoint. And the reason it's my favorite set is because of how lucky I got with this set. Like, I got so many X cards from the set, and I got a lot of holo cards from the set. So, Meganium, love Meganium. Pretty sure I got this out of an Elite Trainer box. First ever. Garbodor holo. Now I should say there. Garchomp holo, really common holo, actually. I pulled that one a lot from Breakpoint. I'll give you a little closer. I could have sworn there was more than 3. Am I going crazy? I really thought there was more than 3, because this is Generations now. Oh well, I guess it's all Breakpoint I had. I thought I had a lot more. But this is from Generations, obviously. One of, if not the only, Sword and Shield like holiday set where it doesn't say Sword, or not Sword and Shield, sorry, XY holiday set. Where, you know, it doesn't say XY before, it's just like the set. I think Double Crisis is one as well, so it can't be the only one. But we have Gengar, Golem, which is cool, because you don't see a lot of Golem cards, especially in the XY era. I believe I have a couple, yeah, these cards. They're Radiant Collection, so the second time, and the only time it came up after Legendary Treasures, we have a couple from Generations. We have the cool Meowstic card that has, like, little keys on it. We have a very cool Swirlix, like, realistic art. It's very hollow. I'm pretty sure I scratched it a lot, because it was just sitting in my regular binder for a while. You can see there's, like, macarons and stuff on there. Altaria, which is a cool art. It has, like, clouds and stuff on the bottom. And now we're on to Fates Collide, which is one of the not well-regarded XY sets. But I really liked the last couple. I really liked Fates Collide, really liked Steam Siege, really liked Evolutions. So I feel like they get too much hate. But we have Delphox, a Mew holo, which is actually really hard to tell it's a holo. Tyranitar holo. And now we're on Steam Siege with these cool, like, half and half shinies with Shiftry. We have a Chandelure, which I pulled out of a Tapu Koko tin. Don't ask me how I remember that. A Hydreigon, which is a cool art. Hydreigon always seems to have pretty cool art. Now we're on to Evolutions, which is one of my favorite sets just because of the base set reprint. I actually have a lot of regular base set holos. That's going to be at the end of the video as a little finale thing, because I think those are really cool. This was from the first, like, one pack I opened up of Evolutions. I got a Poliwrath holo out. We have a Raichu holo. We have a Mew holo. A Hitmonchan holo, which I believe I opened out of the Toxtricity V-Box. Clefairy holo, which is obviously a fairy type, which I didn't have back then. I believe a Chansey holo is our last holo from the XY era. So now, 10 minutes later, we went through all the XY holos. So let's get into the same amount, if not more, EX cards from this generation. Sorry, bumped the camera a little bit there. Yeah, these are the EX cards I have from this generation. So we're going to have to probably have a lot of stories to tell about these ones. So let's get right into it. Starting with our promos, we have our Xerneas EX, which I opened up a Xerneas EX tin. I asked my dad to get me out, and it was like one of the first tins I ever opened. Obviously, it's a very early tin. Charizard EX, I traded for a friend. I believe it comes from the Charizard EX box. Chestnut EX comes from the tin that I opened up. Venusaur EX, I traded for a different friend for. Blastoise EX, I traded for, like, one of my childhood best friend's brother for. I gave one of the Jumbo Gallade cards, and I got a Blastoise EX instead. So we have Kyogre EX, came from the Kyogre EX tin. There's the Gallade EX, which my friend gave me. Swampert EX, not much to say about there. I believe this card is a little water damaged, because in 3rd grade I spilled a little bit of water on it, so I'm a little bit upset about that. Rayquaza EX I got for my birthday one year from one of my friends. Rayquaza EX tin. Aurorus EX was the first ever Pokemon box I opened up. The Aurorus EX box. Oh, skipping one. I believe this is Shiny Gyarados EX. One of the more forgettable ones. I don't really remember ever opening up the Gyarados EX tin, but apparently I did at one point. It might have been like when they just reprinted them and put them all on sale. Mewtwo EX, I remember opening up that tin. That came from a Mewtwo EX tin. Xerneas EX, which is the shiny form of Xerneas, as well as Yveltal here. My friend gave me, because he opened up both tins. And to complete the trifecta, we have the Zygarde EX, which I opened up. Once again, my dad got me it back in the day. What was it, 2016? When Fates Collide was new. Very weird textured sleeve. Some of the new sleeves, this is an Astral Radiant sleeve. They have like a weird texture compared to some of the older ones. Like this is a Gyarados EX, and you can tell it's smooth compared to the new ones. Volcanion EX, I remember opening up because it was on sale. Like, it was like $10 because the tin had like 2 Steam Siege, Sun and Moon, and a Fates Collide in it. And it was like, I don't want that. And I was like, I'll take it. But now we got onto the regular EXs from the sets. So we're starting with Dragonite EX, which I traded my friend for. A very damaged sleeve. Very damaged Breakpoint sleeve. Pretty sure he opened a Dragonite EX box and got this, although he could have pulled it from a pack. I opened up a Gengar EX box, and like, not whenever this set, so I didn't pull this from Phantom Forces. I got this from the Gengar EX box that I opened up with my brother when we went up to visit our grandpa in Massachusetts, I'm pretty sure. We have an Aegislash EX. I think I traded for that one. Don't remember much about that. Kyogre EX, which I was a little disappointed when I pulled, actually. Because I was like, oh, no, I have 2 Kyogre EXs. And I was like, darn, I don't want 2 Kyogres because I was stupid and a little kid. There's a Sharpedo EX, which actually didn't come from the Sharpedo EX box. I actually pulled that from Primal Clash when that was new. Giratina EX. My friend, more of an acquaintance in like 3rd grade, just got into Pokemon card collecting. They pulled the Giratina, so I traded one of the EXs because I thought it was a cool card. Manaphy EX, I'm pretty sure I traded for it because I wanted to get as many EXs from Breakpoint as possible. Here's an Espeon EX I pulled. Here's a Darkrai EX I pulled out of an Elite Trainer box. Here's a Togekiss I'm pretty sure I traded for. Here's a Holo. I remember I accidentally got a Breakpoint pack when I believe Steam Siege was new, because I thought the Greninja Break pack was one of the ones from Steam Siege, but I actually got an EX out of it, so I was very happy. And then we're going to start Generations on the first deck with a Vaporeon EX, which is very cool, because you don't see the evolutions printed in Ultra Rares that often, at least in the XY era. I know, like, Evolving Skies and stuff now, you see them very often. Second half of the stack now, we have no Peekeys. Flareon EX from the Radiant Collection. You can see you got Heart. Obviously, when I opened this, Flareon was my favorite EV evolution, so I was very happy to pull it. Very cute artwork. And now we're on to Fates Collide. We have an Alakazam EX, a Zygarde EX, which I believe I traded my brother for. He actually pulled it. Genesect EX, which I traded my friend for. So a lot of these cards in the earlier era I traded for, but once we get on the Sun, Moon, and Sword and Shield, that's all me, really. Magearna EX, I pulled that. No, oh, is that the last regular EX? Looks like I didn't get any from Evolutions, so now we have regular Mega EXs, which are very cool cards. Starting with Mega Venusaur, and I'm pretty sure it was the second time I ever opened cards. I know that the Roaring Skies was the first time, but for some reason in my mind, I can't help but, like, not think that this was the first time I opened cards, even though it wasn't. So it's a little mind trickery there. Mega Venusaur EX was, like, the first ever, like, not Togekiss pack I opened. And my mom was like, you can't trade that card away. That's really special. You should hold on to that one. And you know what I did the next time I saw my friend? I traded it away. And it was for nothing good. I traded it for like 10 common cards because I was stupid and I was like, ooh, quantity over quality. So I'm very happy that I have this card back now because obviously this was the same friend that gave me his whole collection, as well as the same friend that gave me like the Gigatala, the one that gave me all the original cards. So he gave me a lot of cards. And I'm happy to have the Mega Venusaur EX pack. We have our Mega Manectric EX, which is a pretty cool card. Pulled that out of Phantom Forces. I remember when I pulled it, my brother was like, man, you're the luckiest card opener I've ever had. And that was true. A lot of these EX cards I got very lucky out of like a 1-pack blister. And Sword and Shield I'm fairly lucky with. But throughout the Sun Moon era, I didn't open a lot, and I got very unlucky with that set. So it's going to be a very short when we get to that. Mega Gardevoir EX, I believe I opened that at Christmas. Mega Latios EX, I believe I pulled it out of a 3-pack blister. It had the little Rayquaza pin on it. Mega Rayquaza EX, Speak of the Devil. I don't remember when I got that. It is a very cool card from Morning Skies, though. Mega Mewtwo EX, I know I said I didn't get anything from Breakthrough, and it's because I didn't. I traded a friend for this. Mega Slowbro EX is from Evolutions. I don't remember really when I got that. But Mega Pidgeot, I believe I got out of the Eevee and Snorlax GX tin for Christmas one year. And I believe I got nothing out of the Sun Moon packs and one thing out of Evolutions. And I was like, wow, gee, thanks. And this is a very cool card. So if any of you remember this at all, I would be very impressed. It is the 20th anniversary Generations thing. It was the same day I got the I believe the first day I got the Zygarde tin as well. I went out with my dad and he got me this. Came with a little Blastoise figure, which I actually don't know where that is because I have a Pokemon shelf over there and I would love to put it on there. I don't know where that is right now. But yeah, it came with that. It came with this really cool artwork and it had there was a box for Venusaur, Pikachu, and Charizard as well. Obviously Blastoise because I love Blastoise. Of course I'm going to go for it. There's the Team Aqua's Kyogre EX. I pulled out a Double Crisis, or Double Crisis, as I told you about earlier, and I could feel this one's damaged. I'm guessing it's a Generations one. Yep. Mega Latios, or not Mega Latios, just regular Latios EX for Morning Skies. That is not supposed to be here yet, but I guess I'll talk about it. It's supposed to be at the Megas at the end. This is kind of a funny story. So my friend pulled it, and I remember I saw it, and I was like, taking pictures to my best friend, and I was like, wow, look at this card. And I was like, did you pull that? And I was like, no, my friend has it. And I was like, wow, I really want this card. And they were like, no, sorry, you can't have it. And I remember, for some reason, they were really, I don't want to say mean about it, to put it lightly, but they were like, oh, I was going to give it to you for your birthday, but I decided to give it to my other friend instead, and somehow I ended up with it. So I'm like, okay, cool, I got the card I wanted, but also you didn't have to be mean about it. Manaphy EX, as well as, I believe, Scizor EX. Sorry I'm holding him down here. I'm just looking at the cards, not through the camera, and I realize I'm holding him down here. So sorry if that bothers you. I'll try to hold him up here every time I notice. But Manaphy EX, as well as Scizor EX, I got out of the Breakpoint Elite Trainer box, because I get very lucky with that set. Mega Gyarados EX is my favorite card in the whole collection. In fact, you can sit in the back here, as well as you look at the Secret Rare Gyarados. And the reason I like that Mega Gyarados so much is because I pulled it, the first ever Breakpoint pack I opened from Walmart. Single pack blister, the ones that have the cardboard around it. I pulled it and I was like, this is so cool. I'm so lucky and I love it. And it's not even a secret. It's just a Mega EX full art, which is, actually looking at it, it's probably $15 now. But it was really cool to me. Gyarados EX Secret Rare. I actually pulled 2 of these. These aren't really that rare. But actually, I'm sure they go for a decent amount now, so if I still had that other one, didn't trade it away, I'm sure it would have gone for a lot. Now on 2 Generations. I pulled this out of the Blastoise EX box for the 20th anniversary, I do believe. Showing you the Gyarados in the back there. There should be, Volcaniac. So, back when Sun and Moon was in full swing and I wasn't doing much cards, the Wailord and Magikarp GX box was out. I got one, and I believe I got something out of every pack. So, in there was a Steam Siege pack, where I got a Volcanion EX full art, which is a very cool looking card. As well as a Gardevoir EX, which I believe I pulled out of a Tapu Koko tin, although a different one from the Chandelure one, because I actually opened up 2 of the same Tapu Koko EX cards, because I believe my babysitter got us one year, and I pulled the Gardevoir EX full art from that. And these are 2 very cool looking cards. So first we have Mewtwo EX, as well as Dragonite EX from Evolutions, and I always love the artwork on this card. One of my newer friends that I actually do cards with was like, oh, I really love that card. Could you trade it to me? And I was like, no, these are really cool cards that I like. So I'm like, sorry, but I can't do that. So now we're on to Mega EX full arts. Put those ones aside. With Mega Steel X, I remember I opened Steam Siege with my brother and was like, pick one. My mom got us each 1 pack. And I was like, okay. I picked one of them and I pulled a Mega Steel EX, and I'm sure he got nothing out of his. So he was like, man, you're so lucky. And even now, we've opened cards together. We've, picked one each. I seem to always get the luckier end of the side, or the luckier end of the deal. So I'm always very happy, and he's always very upset about it. Mega Venusaur EX, very cool looking card. Don't at all remember how I got it, but I do know that I pulled it. As well as, at one point was the most valuable card in Evolutions, the Mega Charizard EX full art from Evolutions, which was a very sought-after card. I think now it's been toppled by the Charizard Holo, which I did at one point and traded away to a big Charizard fan. But I always really liked this one and never wanted to trade it away. I believe I opened it from a tin. I don't remember which tin. I'm looking at the shelf now. It might have been the Gyarados tin. Maybe my best friend got me the Gyarados tin and I opened it up. It could be, because I believe there's Evolutions in there. And I believe, is it? I don't know how much it's worth. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's worth over 50, but it could be less than that now. So that's a very cool card I own. And that's all the XY cards. Did you get all that? I see we're at 11 minutes and 10 minutes for the holo. So that took 21 minutes. I did not realize how long this video is going to be, so I do apologize. But we just got through the longest stretch. Let's move on to the Sun and Moon era, which is probably going to be the smallest one aside from the Black and White era. All right, now we're going to move on to the Sun Moon era, which I actually had more holos than I thought I did. So I'm still going to split this in half, just to make it easier for me. And we're going to start off with a Vikavolt, which we're going to start off, obviously, with the Black Star promos. This was on a 3-pack for, I believe, Guardians Rising, which I remember I actually pulled a Wishy Washy GX, and my brother at the time was a huge fan of Wishy Washy. So I actually traded that to him because I'm just the nicest brother in the world. But I remember also we bought this at like a casino. There was like one store where they sold Pokemon cards. And my brother was like, "Why'd you get Vikavolt?" And the store clerk was like, "Vikavolt's cool." And that was a cool human bonding experience. Mewtwo. There's actually 2 Mewtwo, not in a row, so I guess. Yeah, there's 2 Mewtwo's. This one is from the Shining Fates pin collection, where I got absolutely nothing out of. So I was very salty. I got this when I was in a trip to Niagara Falls with my family. We went a couple of times. So I believe this was the first time. So what? That had to have been, sorry, I'm really close looking at the date. 2017 was when we went. So I was in 5th grade back then. Yep, Mewtwo. Then we have Tapu Fini. I believe I got this from a Lost Thunder checklane blister. I think that was a reward for being good in school. My mom got me one of those. Rowlet. I love Rowlet. Of course, I got the Rowlet promo. Detective Pikachu. So this is a promo from Oxley, Detective Pikachu, which was weird because during the Sun Moon era, I had a lot of spikes in interest. And Detective Pikachu, when that came out, I had a very high interest in it. So I opened a lot of that set. By a lot, I mean like the case file that had Detective Pikachu on the front. This was given to me at GameStop, I believe, when Unbroken Bonds was the newest set. I basically got my DS replaced because my old one stopped working. It's a video for another time. But yeah, so they gave me this as well as I believe a Sun Moon Dollar Tree pack for free, which I got nothing out of. And so that was cool. Pikachu and also Sudowoodo I'll talk about at the same time. These are the 2 promos for, I think it's Unbroken Bonds. It could be Unified Minds though. The 2 promos that came on the Chicklin blisters, I ordered them both from Amazon. I got nothing out of either of them, so it was a waste. But hey, I got 2 cool promos out of it. And this is the Mewtwo from the Hidden Fates pin collection, and you'll never believe it, I got nothing out of that one either. So that also kind of tainted my opinion on Hidden Fates, because everybody's like, wow, look how cool the set is. We get all these shiny GXs and shinies. And I'm over here I got nothing. I didn't even get I think I got 1 holo. And I was like, this is so dumb. And I was very salty. But now we're on to Sun and Moon Base, which is definitely the set I think of all time I've opened the most of. So we're going to start with Serena. I opened a couple of Serenas. Gigalith, which I'm pretty sure I stole from my brother, don't tell him. And I guess that's all of them. So I guess it's another breakpoint scenario where I thought I had way more than I did. This is Guardians Rising with Delmise and Mimikyu. And this was from this one right here. That is the Tyranitar 2021 tin. They had a Guardians Rising pack in there, and I pulled the Mimikyu out of there. Minior. I always really loved this card for some reason. I don't know why, but it always really stood out to me. So you know what? You can go in the back with Gyarados. Just for poops and giggles. Then we have Vileplume. I love Vileplume. You guys know that. Then we have Palossand. Darkrai, which I believe I opened up when I went to that trip to Niagara Falls that I mentioned earlier. Drampa, I believe I got for Easter. There was basically Pokemon cards in my Easter basket. These are the 3 holos I got out of Shining Fates, because as you know, I got nothing. So it should be Shaman, Raikou, as well as Zekrom. And it looks like there's one more before the next stack. Sceptile. I'm pretty sure this was a promo, because as you can see, it says A, Celestial Storm. Love Celestial Storm, best on Moon set. Aside from, probably Hidden Fates, because that set definitely grew on me over time. But yeah, it's an alternate art from that set. The prelude to alternate arts in Sun Moon. Alright, and now we have actual Celestial Storm. We have a Salamence. Always loved Salamence as a Pokemon. Delcatty, which is actually a pre-release promo, because I opened up a pre-release box. I got something very special out of there that you're going to see at the very end of the Sun Moon era, because it is a rainbow. Japanese Articuno, I believe is from Celestial Storm, if I'm not mistaken. It's Japanese. I don't open Japanese cards, but I really love this Articuno art. And my friend was like, you can have one of my cards for free. So I was like, okay, can I have the Articuno? She was like, yeah, sure. So that's a cool. Nihilego from Lost Thunder. I believe I got that out of the same pack as the Tapu Fini one. Blaziken from Dragon Majesty. Didn't open a pack of Dragon Majesty. I obviously traded for it because I love Blaziken. This is the Detective Pikachu card. So this is actually one of the rare cards I got. It's a Ludicolo. We have a Charmander from that set. We have Psyduck from that set. Magikarp. Lickitung. Slacking, which I believe was another rare I got from that set. And that's all the ones I have from Detective Pikachu. I got a couple doubles from that set, which I traded away to some other friends. This is Zoroark from Team Up. This is Zangoose from Team Up. Don't remember anything about these, so cool. Unbroken Bonds Kartana. This was kind of the era where I was like not super into it, so I don't remember pulling like any of these cards. But looking back on it, they are really cool cards, so I'm glad I opened them. And then we have Arcanine from Unbroken Bonds. We have a Giratina from Unified Minds, which I remember I was upset about because I got like 5 packs of Unified Minds and all I got was one Giratina Holo, and I was like, that's lame. Then there's the Holo I pulled from Hidden Fates at the time. It's Misty's Water Command, which I was like, not only was I bummed from not getting any shiny Pokemon, but I was also like, why is it Misty? Why is it a trainer card? I'm like every kid from the 90s when they got like computer searches, they're rare and base set. On to the GX cards that I got from the Sun Moon era, which isn't a lot. We're going to start with the promo cards. We have here Tapu Koko GX. I obviously mentioned that I opened 2, I believe, Tapu Koko GX tins. I traded one away, I believe, for a Weavile GX. You'll see later. There's the Magikarp and Wailord GX. I told you about that when I told you about Volcanion EX. Raichu GX. And you're like, I thought you only opened the 3rd pack from Hidden Fates. No. So for my birthday last year, actually, I don't know how, but my friend got me a Hidden Fates tin with Raichu on the front, which, spoiler alert, there's a shiny card in here, a shiny GX, which is actually really expensive. So yeah, that's the promo that came in front of that. Now on to actual Sun Moon base, Decidueye GX. I believe my brother pulled that, and I love Decidueye, one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon. So I was like, give me that now, and I traded, like, I'm pretty sure Incineroar GX for it. Primarina GX, so at one point I had all 3 of them. Lunala GX, as well as Sogale. No, not yet. I didn't say anything. Umbreon GX, that's what I traded for the Wishy Washy. Remember I mentioned that when I told you I pulled that up a 3-pack blister. There's a Sogaleo that you definitely didn't know about. And that's all from Sun Moon base. This is Guardians Rising with a Durampod GX. That's all from that set. Now we're going on to Ultra Prism with a Leafeon GX. Now we're moving on to one of the best cards of all time with Lost Thunder Shuckle GX. I think I pulled that around Easter time. I think I like went out with my grandpa and that was what one of my Easter gifts was. Blacephalon GX. I think that was it was either that or the Holo that I pulled out of the Tapu Fini EX box. And I will be right back. Give me 1 second. So sorry about the weird cut. My parents just got home. I didn't want to be rude. So we're gonna start right where we left off. The Lost Thunder Blacephalon GX. Pretty sure I just showed you that, so we're just gonna move on. Eevee Snorlax GX. I'm pretty sure I traded one of my friends for. That I definitely traded one of my friends for. It's a Japanese card. That's your first hint. It's from, I believe, Japanese Unbroken Bonds because it's Marshadow and the Champ, and that was one of the pack arts. So obviously I didn't pull that card myself. Weevil GX, that's what I traded the Tapu Koko for. Wigglytuff GX, I pulled that out of a regular Hidden Fates. So that is just like the regular standard Hidden Fates subset I pulled a Wigglytuff GX out of. Now on to the full art card, starting with a promo with this Eevee and Snorlax GX, which is a very strange art. But I opened the tin for that set, obviously. Next up, we have a Lurantis GX from Sun Moon Base. That was one of the first cards that I opened up from that set. We have a Marshadow. Ooh, don't look at that one. That's a big spoiler. Marshadow GX from Burning Shadows, which after I opened that, my small brain was like, well, I got the best card from the set. Might as well not open anything else. And that's kind of the mentality I had for the rest of that. So now this is the big shiny card I got from Hidden Fates. Bum-ba-da-ba. Sylveon GX, which is actually probably the 3rd most valuable card in this set. I think it's definitely going to go up over time. I love shiny Sylveon, so I love this card. Just admire that one for a second. That one can go on. That's a background card right there. Speaking of beautiful cards, Articuno GX. If you remember, I told you about the Celestial Storm pre-release kit. I pulled that out of that. It was like the last pack, and I was like, wow, that came out of absolutely nowhere. but I do have a second rainbow card. This one is absolutely worthy of the back, with a Blastoise and Piplup GX. Sorry, lag there. My iPad's about to die, so I'm really sorry about that. Not sure what you last saw, but I showed you Articuno, put it in the back. Celestial Storm pre-release. This is Blastoise and Piplup. I got it from a Cosmic Eclipse Dollar Tree pack for Christmas. So when they're like, you can't get anything good out of Dollar Tree packs, I proved them wrong right here. Alright, let's hope that the dog stops barking now. Sorry about that. I tried to film this already and I got really distracted. Sword and Shield Holos, right here. A lot of them. And when I said XY was the biggest one, I lied because this is the biggest one, so congratulations. We're going to start with a small stack. I should be able to tell where most, if not all of these come from. So this is more Pekko, which is a holo. I believe it came from my Sword and Shield base set promo, but I actually got it from a 3-pack thing from Walmart where it came with this, Applin, and I believe Snorlax. That came with 2 packs. That all not came from where they belong. So Snorlax and Applin came from 2 sets. This was a previous promo. That Pikachu, which I believe usually comes from a Darkness Ablaze 3-pack, came from a cereal box. So you can see it's the 25 stamp, and I actually got it out of a cereal box, like Cocoa Puffs, I'm pretty sure. And I was able to pull the Pikachu out of there, which I'm pretty sure is guaranteed, but it has a really cool holo pattern, 25th anniversary, so it's a cool card to have. Flareon came out of a Darkness Ablaze 3-pack. Of course, I love Flareon, even though it's not my favorite evolution, EV Evolution 24. I'm pretty sure it's downvoted to 4 at this point. Still love Flareon. Grookey. Love Grookey. Vivid Voltage 1-pack blister. Phanpy. And a really interesting story about this, and one I still remember for some reason. This one came with 3 code cards. Literally, it came with 3 Phanpy 1-pack code cards. Don't know why, but I still remember that. This is the most recent... No, it's the second most recent thing I've ever opened. This is an Eevee from a Astral Radiance 3-pack blister. And I got this at Walmart for overpriced money, but hey, I'm not too picky on what I pay for these anyway. It's 2 cents extra, or $2 extra. I'm not that picky. Now, these might look a little more familiar. This is Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott. These are the ones that I did the video on, the Collector's Chest. So obviously they're very iconic to the channel at this point, because it's the first card-related thing I ever did, so they can happily sit in the background back there. Rillaboom Holo. Obviously, I love Rillaboom. My friend actually gave this to me for free, so shout out to them. Inteleon was one of the first ever holos I pulled out from Sword and Shield. Boltund. I believe this one came from the Toxtricity V box. And the other Boltund, yes, I have both of them. That one I don't remember where it came from. Rhyperior Holo. Pretty cool artwork. Sandaconda. I believe I pulled that from... I don't think I actually pulled this. I think it came in I think this was a promo for a pack. I think it was Darkness Ablaze. They just use old promos from older things, so I just got a Sandaconda from that. Galarian I believe I got from a pre-release promo, which is also where I got my first ever V card, which was actually a V Max card, which you'll see later on, because it is from Sword and Shield base. Caparaja, pulled a couple of these. I traded those away to some friends. Snorlax, that is the one that came in the 3-pack with more Pekko. And yeah, we're in Sword and Shield base now. Professor's Research, Professor Magnolia. I got this when I was in Niagara Falls years ago, last year now. I got a first partner pack, Johto. I got 3 of them actually because it was all the cards I could find, so that's where I got that from. There's the Applin from the 3-pack I was telling you about. A really cool art Duraludon that it was in a tin. It was in the Pikachu V10, which is one of the only ones that's not in the background right now, that my brother got for me for Christmas. Opened it up and I was like, wow, that is a really cool artwork. Galarians are fetched, and this was a pack I got from Stop and Shop, which is weird because I didn't even know that Stop and Shop had Pokemon cards, but apparently they do. Apparently they gave me a Galarian Surfetch from Rebel Clash. Clefable. So my brother stopped collecting Pokemon cards back when Sun and Moon started, and he started again in I believe it was Darkness Ablaze because I got him back into it. So the first ever thing he opened, well, I guess it would be Rebel Clash, not Darkness Ablaze, was a Rebel Clash Elite Trainer box. And he pulled this, as well as a Cinderace V. I traded him the Charizard from Evolutions for it, which I know isn't at all a fair trade, but, he loves Charizard. I like Clefable quite a bit, so it was a fair trade enough. Here's Heatran from Darkness Ablaze. I got that out of the Tyranitar tin from Darkness Ablaze, remember that. Dracovish, I got out of a Darkness Ablaze pre-release kit that I got for Christmas. Tapu Koko, I got one out of those 2-pack blisters when it comes to Darkness Ablaze, when it comes to Sword and Shield. I believe I got a pulled a Holo and a V out of that, so I got very lucky with that. Caparaja from Darkness Ablaze. Don't at all remember how I got that, but it is a cool card nonetheless. Love Caparaja. This is from Champion's Path. Of course, you're guaranteed a Holo in every pack, and I did actually get a hit out of the holiday set for once, so yay me. I opened a Hatterene V-Box, and I got 3 Holos, being Sent to Scorch. Lycan Rock, that's the last card, so now we're on to the second stack in the last Champion's Path. Holo was the Altaria, which is very cool. I need to split this up again. This is still too many cards for me to hold. Yeah, we'll split it like this. We're going to cut off the celebrations when we get to that. Wailord, that came on a 2-pack. Just like the Gardevoir earlier, it came with a Wailmer and a Wailord. This is from Vivid Voltage, though. Dusknoir from Vivid Voltage. Really like Dusknoir, really like the art, just like the ones from X and Y. There's a Xerneas Holo. You remember that from the collection box that I opened up on the channel. That's where that came from. Decidueye from Shining Fates. Love Decidueye. Frostmoth, and I believe Luxray's up next. Those were from the Pikachu V-Box I opened on the channel, so go back to see me open those. Kingdra Holo. I've got 2 of these, I remember. One of them was out of the Tyranitar. I think the other one was out of the Elite Trainer box I opened. I think this is the one from the Elite Trainer box. I always keep the first one I opened, so I traded away the other one. Octillery, no idea how I got this card. Really, no idea. Sandaconda, I got that out of a Celebrations Elite Trainer box. Obviously, they give you extra packs. One of the extra packs was a Battle Styles. Steelix was from an Air pack, so I got one of the first partner packs. It was either I think it was Unova, actually. I was going to say it's either Sinnoh or Unova, but I'm pretty sure it's Unova. I got an Air pack, so it was a green code, and I thought I did the pack trick wrong when I opened it, because I think the card was one ahead. I think there was, like, one extra card. So when I opened it, I got to the end, and I was like, oh, a non-holo, Sent to Scorch or whatever. And then I moved that card, and I was like, there's a holo Steelix in the back. So that was a cool moment. I technically got this for free, because I would have gotten the non-holo Sent to Scorch from Battle Styles instead, so I'll take it. Rapid Strike Urshifu. I think I got that just out of a 1-pack from GameStop, if I remember correctly. Gengar. Sorry, I thought there was something behind me. Gengar. I got this out of the Boltund V-Box, no, I think it was the Espeon, which is still on the floor, by the way. Completely forgot about that. It's going to be fun to edit when that on the floor. Got that out of the Espeon, I do believe. Shaman. So, a funny story is when I actually got 2 Celebrations Elite Trainer boxes for Christmas. I only wanted 1, but I got 2. So I got a lot of Classic Collection cards to show you at the end, because that's going in the extra category. One of them just had 5 Chilling Rain packs in it, and I believe the Shaman was in one of those packs. But the rest of these, like this Tauros right here, I opened up a Chilling Rain Elite Trainer box I got for Christmas this year, because it was cheap. It was $40. I was like, yeah, why not? I'll put it on the list, and somebody got it for me. So that came with Tauros. And I guess just Tauros, because now we're on Celebrations. Obviously, we got the 25 logo. I do believe I have everything, although I see Lugia on a pile next to me, so it's just going to be Professor's Research. Mew, I put these in Pokedex order instead of by what type they are. So Holo, that's the end of the stack right there, Mew Sleeve. Got the rest of the stack right here. We have Lugia, Rapid Fire, Groudon, Kyogre, Dialga, Palkia, Reshiram, Zekrom, Xerneas, Yveltal, Cosmog, Cosmoem, Solgaleo, which was the only card I didn't get a double of in the entire set, Lunala, and that's it. For some reason, I thought Zacian's Zamzenta were in the set. So yeah, rapid fire through those. You don't need to see those. I'm sure if you've seen any Celebrations, you've seen all those a million times. But now we're on to Fusion Strike, which is a set that immediately followed Celebrations. We have a Feraligatr, which was, I believe, from the first pack of Fusion Strike I opened. Toxtricity, which was out of an Elite Trainer box I once again got for Christmas. And so was the Obstagoon, I do believe. And this Wooloo right here, which does say it's from Fusion Strike, but this was actually from the Boltund V-Box. I don't know why they included a Wooloo, because this is just a common that you get in any set, but they made it holo. So I don't know why, but I do own that. And now we're on to the newer sets. We have Brilliant Stars with an Infernape. I don't care for Infernape as much as a Pokemon, but this is a pretty cool artwork. As well as a Professor's Research, Professor Rowan, to go with my Magnolia, I guess. As well as we have 2 from Astro Radiance. We have our Rampardos, which I got from the 3-pack blister. As well as the Elite Trainer box I literally opened a week ago. Gave me an Absol Holo. So that is technically the newest holo I own. All the way back from... what was the oldest holo I had? I don't even remember. It's been like honestly an hour since I'm scared to edit this video down because it's gonna be like an hour long, and that's not gonna be fun to post on YouTube. All right, I'll be back with the V cards. Well, what are we? Probably 45 minutes into this. I love filming videos like this, but I know none of you are gonna watch this all the way through. V cards. Oh my god, this is gonna take a while, but I hope you guys are enjoying this. So we're gonna start off with Rillaboom V, obviously, and Grookey Tin, see it? I wonder where I got that one from. Toxtricity V, I told you about the Toxtricity V box earlier. Sorry, bumped the camera. Then we have the Poltegeist V. Obviously, I love Poltegeist, so I opened the Poltegeist V box as soon as it came out. There's the Hatterene V from the Champion's Path box I told you about. Pikachu V, obviously classic from the Pikachu V box I opened back in May on the channel. Another Pikachu V, this one's from the tin. Don't know why they made them so close to each other, but okay. Pokemon, do what you want. Here's Orbeetle V from a Orbeetle V box, which is when Vivid Voltage was new. Because obviously, when I open cards now, I always like to get a promo card on the front, because I think it's just cool to add them to my collection. Because when I open it back in the Sun, Moon, and XY, I'll just open loose packs and occasionally get one. But now I'm all for the Black Star promos. So this is Tyranitar V, obviously, Tyranitar up there. Ice Rider Calyrex V from the Ice Rider Calyrex V box they got from Barnes & Nobles, of all places. Espeon V from what was the Espeon V tin. You know what? As a memory, we'll put Espeon V out here, just as a remembrance of the tin that once stood. Bolton V from the Bolton V box. Told you about that earlier. I got it when it was 20 bucks, and now you can get it for like 10, which is absurd. Clearing my throat. I'm getting a bit of sore throat from this video. But now we have Sword and Shield base, starting with Delmise V, which I pulled from the first partner packs Johto that I told you about earlier. There's the Regirock V I pulled out of the 2-pack thing. I told you I got the Tapu Koko out of earlier. There's Zamazenta V. Same time, no, different time that I got the Ice Rider Calyrex V. I opened up the Flareon 3-pack blister, as well as one Sword and Shield pack from Barnes & Nobles, and I pulled this, as well as a Scizor V that you'll see in a bit. Snorlax V, I traded for, I believe it's one of the only V cards I've traded for so far. Grimmsnarl V, I pulled that out of the same Darkness Ablaze Elite Trainer box, not Elite Trainer box, sorry. Build and Battle box as the Dracovish Holo. There's the Scizor V I got out of the 3-pack, the Flareon 3-pack. Here's an Alcremie V, the only V I have from Champion's Path. I think it's very cool, and I think it's going to be a one-of-a-kind, because Champion's Path does seem like a bit of a strange set when it comes to Sword and Shield. Now we're to Shining Fates, which I think I missed Vivid Voltage, but because I know I have a card from it, so it might be after this on mistake. 2 more Peko Vs, one of which I got in the Pikachu V-Box video. I didn't get away to trade in these yet, so I still have 2 of them. There's the Indeedee V from the original Elite Trainer box that I opened. There's a Ditto V from the Gossifleur Shiny Tin back there that I opened up during Christmas time. Oh, and there's Vivid Voltage, Ampharos V. So this was my brother's card. He actually got it out of the Sinnoh pack. It's amazing what you remember, really. I traded it to him. I don't remember what for. It was a recent V I got. And I was like, yeah, I'll take your Ampharos, because I love Ampharos. Victini V. So this is the start of Battle Styles. And Battle Styles was probably a not well-received set, but I love Battle Styles. Victini is one of the cards I wanted. So basically, I looked at the checklist because I got an ETB before I opened any other Battle Styles packs. And I was like, you know what? I really want a Victini V. And you know what I got? Like, second pack, Victini V. There's a Statland V, which, funny story. So there's a Victini V. I opened up another Victini V out of like 3 Battle Styles packs, as well as an Urshifu VMAX, which I already had one. And I was like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? So I just traded my brother for what he got was a Statland V. So I got ripped off, but I don't really care. It was something I didn't have. Now we're going to pick up part of the other stack here, starting with Glaring Articuno V, obviously from Chilling Reign. I think I pulled that out of a 1-pack blister the same day I actually pulled the, it's on the back, the Ice Rider Calyrex V box. I just got like 1 extra pack and I got an Articuno in it. Sandaconda V. So this was one of the weirdest Vs I've ever gotten, because me and my brother, I believe this was the Applin Snorlax Morpeko box. Me and my brother opened up the Sandaconda on the exact same pack at the exact same time, so it's very weird voodoo there. So now we both have a Sandaconda. Metagross V. I traded my brother for it. I love Metagross. You guys know that. Taking a gulp there. Tornadus V I got out of the Chilling Reign Elite Trainer box. Sylveon V was one of the most recent ones I got. I just got a pack of Evolving Skies from GameStop, and I got Sylveon V from it. Garbodor V was from the Bolton box. I believe there was an Evolving Skies in there. If not, it was from the Espeon tin. I don't really remember which one. Now we're on to Celebrations. We have Surfing Pikachu V, which I did not get a Flying Pikachu V. Instead, I got like 3 Surfing Pikachu Vs. Not even a VMAX, just a V. Then we have Zacian V, as well as Zamazenta V, which they're supposed to be facing this way, I'm guessing. Psychic and Fighting, instead of the normal Steel type that you see him at. Now we're going to move on to Fusion Strike. We have Greninja V, which is honestly a very, very cool-looking Greninja, a V card. You know what? I'll put it in the back, because I really love the artwork on that card. And it's falling down now, everything. I'm going to get a thumbnail after this. I'm going to lay out some of the best cards and put them in the thumbnail anyway, so... These are just the highlights. Crabominable B, not a highlight. That's from Fusion Strike. Crabominable, not a great Pokemon. Shaman V, I opened like 3F for some reason on a Brilliant Stars. Here it is. Wow, look at that. It's like a demon. You can see the green eyes glowing for the camera. Grandpa V was like one of the first ones I opened for Brilliant Stars. There's a Darkrai V that I literally just pulled out of the Elite Trainer box. There's some really cool things I got out of the Elite Trainer box you're going to see later. Oranguru V. Of course, and I believe VMAXs are next. It's the last regular V card I own. Oranguru V from Astral Radiance, newest one out. And we're done with Vs. Oh, this is taking so long. I'm sorry about the long video. We're on to VMAXs now. There's like 2 cards left, so I guess I'll show you these. This is EV VMAX. Everybody gets one Shining Fates Elite Trainer box. Chances are you probably own one if you're opening cards at this right time, because you probably opened the Shining Fates Elite Trainer boxes. Because they are everywhere. I went to Walmart one time and there was like 10 Elite Trainer boxes, so chances are you own this card too. And the first ever V card I opened was his Lapras VMAX. Told you about it earlier. Sword and Shield Bill and Battle Box. Here it is in person. You know what? I love this card. It can go on the back. Cover up the Gyarados EX. Why not? Alright. Now we're going to move on to the rest of the VMAXs. This is Galarian Darmanitan VMAX. Once again, from the collection 2022. My camera's going to die really quickly, so I got to finish this really fast. Don't know what it cut off once again, because my iPad's annoying with 5% battery. Pulled this out of the collection box, as you saw on the video. So, very cool card. Here's a Kramer VMAX. Pulled it out of the first ever Elite Trainer box of Shining Fates I opened. Pretty dumb card. There's the Urshifu VMAX from the Elite Trainer box I told you about that I pulled 2 of. Metagross VMAX, I pulled that one out of the Elite Trainer box. Love Metagross. Very cool. Bolton VMAX, I traded my brother for that. I don't remember what for. I think it was a Cinderace, because he loves Cinderace, and I don't care for Cinderace. Alright. V Full Arts. That's all the VMAXs. I'm sorry if I'm rushing. I'm going to... Actually, you know what? So I don't have to rush. Let me get my charger over here and start charging my iPad while I'm doing this. So, hold that thought. Alright, we're plugged in. So, we shouldn't die. If we do, then I'm going to be upset, and I'm going to film this another time. But hopefully we get this all done in one sitting. It's been like 2 hours. I don't want to have to film this again. So, we're going to move on to V Full Arts. We have Salamence V. I got out of the tin. Oh, it's been a long recording session, I'm sorry. Pikachu V10 I got for Christmas. Very cool, love Salamence. Obviously, it's a normal type because at this time, there was no Dragon cards. Kriatoon V got it out of the Battle Size Elite Trainer box. Really cool art. Love the music notes in the background. Mew V from Fusion Strike. Got that out of Elite Trainer box once again. Got that for Christmas from my brother. Same as the holos I showed you earlier, like the Greninja and the Obstagoon. Or the Feraligatr, sorry. And now we're going to move on to the Shinies from Shining Fates. So these are the Vs I got from that set. Here's an Eldegoss from, obviously, the Eldegoss tin. We have a, not one Rillaboom V, but a Japanese Rillaboom V from Shiny Star V, one of the only Japanese set names I know. This was given to me by a friend. I opened this recently out of the Eldegoss tin I got for Christmas. So very cool. A very, very cool card coming up. We have the Shiny Lapras VMAX, which obviously back here, we got the regular Lapras, so that is a very cool card to have, because now we have both the regular Lapras and the Shiny Lapras. This is obviously not a Shiny. This is the Rainbow Rares I have from Sword and Shield, and I believe there's 2 of them. One of them is a lot cooler than the Whimsicott V-Star. For some reason, everybody I've seen, oh, no peekies, has a Whimsicott V-Star Rainbow Rare. So it's not that common. Or, sorry, what is wrong with me? Not that rare. It's pretty common. But the card behind it, I got out of a single pack of Evolving Skies. And it is a very, very cool card. It's also very expensive. It is a Rayquaza VMAX Rainbow Rare. Which is like, I'd say very expensive. It's probably like $40. And you're worthy of sitting in the back. It's right there, by the way. Rayquaza VMAX, very cool. Very expensive. It's very pretty. Like, look at the rainbow on Rayquaza. That's very beautiful. Probably my favorite rainbow card I own. Now we're going to move on to alternate arts, which is the big hubba right now. So we'll put Rayquaza VMAX in the back. This is Galarian Slowking V alternate art from Chilling Reign. Got this out of a single pack from GameStop. Pretty sure the same one that I got the Urshifu Holo out of. So you gotta love it. And the other one, I just opened out of the Astral Radiance Elite Trainer box. It is a Beedrill V alternate art. Whenever I pull alternate arts, since I always reveal it like this, here's a Ranguru, for example, I always pull it like this. So I'm like, all right, next final card is, and then I pull it like that. And I'm like, ooh, it's a hit. I'm like, ooh, a Beedrill V. And then I'm like, oh my god, it's an alternate art. So that's always very cool. But you're going to realize there's one more card behind this, and this is actually not an alternate art. This is a very cool card from the Trainer Gallery set, Astral Radiance. It is the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, and it's a gold card. Now, these are very common, but I just love how this card looks. Like, I'm sorry if you guys have seen this a million times. Sorry, Beedrill V, you can go in the back as well. Whoa, sorry. But I love this card so much. It's easily going to take Greninja's place right there. Okay, well, that's all the Sword and Shield cards I got. So now it's going to show you the extras for both the Holos and the Ultra Rares I have, which shouldn't take that long. Alright, we're back. Let's finish this off strong. I realize I still have the old cards to show you, which, you know what? I'm going to leave that for another video. So if you want to see the old Holo cards I have, aside from one very special one that I do want to show you at the end of this video, I'm going to show you all the old cards as well as the common cards I have in another video. Probably a couple months from now. This is probably the one that most people want to see. But without further delay, let's see the special Holo cards we have. So I have 3 pre-release promos. We have a Delcatty from the Celestial Storm Build and Battle box, Cinccino from the Sword and Shield Elite Trainer box, 2 normal types in a row, as well as an Arctozolt from the Darkness Ablaze Build and Battle box. And now we have the special Shard promos that come in the front of theme decks. Obviously, they don't do theme decks anymore, so these are kind of cool. We have the Decidueye and Incineroar, both I got for my birthday a while ago. The Regirock, which was the first one I ever had. My best friend gave that one to me, so it's a very special card to me, and Regirock can sit back there. Noivern Holo. Hoopa Holo, I did not open this one. My friend gave me this one. Same with the Zoroark, which is an older black and white one from, is that Dark Explorers? I'm not even sure. And then we also have a bunch of Holo Energies, because I like to sleeve these up and hold on to them. We have a one. Pretty sure this came from the Zapdos theme deck. We have one from Evolutions, a Grass Energy. An Electric one from Evolutions. A Fighting one from Evolutions. Psychic one from Evolutions. We have this one's from Hidden Fates. We have a Fighting Energy, as well as I believe a Psychic Energy from Hidden Fates, as well as a Fire Energy, which is the coolest one from Champions Path. So, I was going to cut, but screw you, I'm not. These are all of the ultra rare, or secret rare, should I say, cards I own. And we're going to start with we're going most underwhelming to most cool, I guess. So we have Surfing Pikachu V, as well as Imakuni's Doduo as secret rares from Evolutions. I think they're worthy of sleeves. Next up, we have an really old card. We have an Ace Specs computer search card, which this was like given to me, like at the same time as the Blastoise and stuff from my friend. So I wonder if it's worth anything now, but it is a pretty cool card, and I'm definitely going to hold on to it in here. A Xerneas, I think it's Prism Star. I had no idea what these were when I pulled it. This is from the Wailord and Magikarp GX box. Pulled a Prism Star. Xerneas out. Another reverse holo hit. We have the Breaks, which I'm going to hold like this. We have Golduck, which I pulled out of the Elite Trainer box I got for Breakpoint. We have a Lugia Break, which I got from Fates Collide. Sorry, it's really been a long video. I don't remember where I got that one. Ian Mega Break I was given to by a friend from Steam Siege. We're going to turn it back like this because it's the last of the break cards. We're going to move on to Amazing Rares. We have a Rayquaza, which I got for Christmas out of a single Vivid Voltage pack. And then 3 from Shining Fates, which I believe is all 3 in the set. I got very lucky with these and very unlucky with any shinies at all. So, what can you do, especially with the Pikachu V-Box? So, Reshiram, this is the original, not the one from the Pikachu V-Box. I actually traded that one away. This was the one I got out of the Pikachu V-Box, the Kyogre Amazing Rare. We have the Yveltal Amazing Rare I got out of the original Elite Trainer box, only one I did not get a double of. Then we have the shinies I did manage to pull. So on the literal 10th pack of the Elite Trainer box, I got 1 holo. Frostmoth. Ground, very cool. Love Frostmoth. But I did get another one out of the Eldegoss V-Box. I got another baby shiny. I had the Cramorant shiny, which is a bit lame, but, you know, I'll take it. What's next? Oh, so I also have a Radiant card, which I just got out of the Elite Trainer box. We have Radiant Greninja from Astral Radiance. Very cool card. I think I got the best one, because I saw the Heatran Hawlucha one. I definitely like the Greninja one the best. Speaking of Greninja, we're now going to be on to the Celebrations Classic Collection cards, starting with the Greninja Gold Star you get out of the promo, so not really a Classic Collection card, but the one out of the Elite Trainer box. And our first one is going to be a very cool one. Love Blastoise. Love the Blastoise from the Celebrations. I almost said Secret Collection. Classic Collection. Love that card. Love, love, love. I actually pulled two of them. The Rocket Zapdos, pretty common. Blank's Pikachu, or I guess Birthday Pikachu as it's called. Birthday Surprise. Really cool card. My least favorite Classic Collection card, Rocket's Admin, because I did not open Gen 4 cards, so this card means nothing to me, even competitively. That's the last of the Classic Collection. I have, last but not least, a couple full arts to show you. Well, and one very special card to show you at the end. That is an older card. So the last main category of the video is, of course, Holo. Wow, you hear that? I am starving, so I can't wait to finish this video and eat something. Reshiram. I got this one from a friend. It's from Legendary Treasures. Whoa there, Jose. I messed that one up. Alright. I have one more Classic Collection card to show you. Garchomp Sea Level X. Probably the coolest Classic Collection card I have. That's worthy of the back. Very full. Okay. I know you don't want to behave, but there you go anyway. Sorry, I never showed you the Blastoise back there. Then we have a Reshiram. I already showed you that. Emoga. I pulled a couple of Emoga full arts. It was my only full art for the longest time. Obviously, I traded the rest of them away. I only kept one. I don't need more than one. Palkia. So, remember way back, if you even remember this, what's it called? Oh, brain fart. I told you I traded my friend Yu-Gi-Oh cards for Pokemon cards. This is one of the ones he gave me, which is really cool, because it's a really cool card. So that goes in the back, because I love the Palkia card. There's so many back here. It's starting to need a bit full up. Pikachu from Celebrations. Everybody and their mom has this card, so nothing special. And the second last card, I guess, that I have to show you is a Trainer Gallery card from Brilliant Stars. It is the Ariados that has Janine on it. And the very last card I have is in this red Urshifu sleeve. It is a very, very expensive card. And no, I'm not trolling you. It's not a Diglett, although I do love Diglets, and that might not be another video. This is none other than a Shining Mewtwo from one of the Neo sets, and it's a first edition card. Like, this is genuine. Like, seriously genuine. And this was given to me by my uncle, and I don't even think he knew what he had. Like, he gave me a bunch of old cards, which you'll see in the later video, and he gave me a Shining Mewtwo on top of that, which can go right there in the back. But anyway, I am scared to see how long this video was. I do really wish I could show you the older Holos, but I don't want to go over like 2 hours, because I've been filming this for 2 hours, and I'm very afraid that this is over an hour. So I'm back, and it is literally midnight of the next day, and like January 11:59, and I was just putting back the ultra rare cards in my binder, because I was going to do that at the end of the video, which I'm probably not going to do anymore, because it's already an hour-long video. But I realized I forgot to show you the full art trainers I have. I have 9 of them. This is Colress from the Black and White era, Plasma Freeze, I believe. It was given to me by the friends. They want to give me all the original cards. Same with this Pokemon Fan Club. That's from Flashfire. We have RG's Ace in the Hole, which I actually pulled myself. It's from Primal Clash. Next up, we have Professor Birch's Observations, and this one has a funny story. Basically, the friends, when I was little, I had this card, and they didn't know what it was. It's actually a full art trainer. I didn't know that either. So eventually, I actually pulled a Wally from Roaring Skies, and I decided to trade her last second and get the Professor Birch's Observation from her, so that's a fun memory and a card that I have now. Team Skullgrunt I pulled from the Pikachu V10 I got for Christmas out of the Sun and Moon base set pack, which is kind of a weird card to pull, but I was happy to pull it. Hala from Guardians Rising I got from the Tapu Koko GX tin. Though I don't know if it was the first one or the second one, but I opened it from one of them. Karen's Convection is one of the favorite cards I own, because basically when Chilling Reign came out, I looked at the set list and I was like, that is one of the cards that I want to pull from the set. And I got it for Christmas from a single blister pack, and I was ecstatic, to say the least. Professor's Research from Celebrations. Everybody has this card. I opened like 3 of them, so I don't think it's that rare, but it's still a cool card. Has 25 logo right there. And then Roseanne's Backup from Brilliant Stars. I opened this for my birthday. I got a couple packs from, I don't remember exactly who, but it was somebody that got me 4 packs for my birthday. Opened up a couple packs and got the Roseanne's Backup from it, so... Now, thank you for watching the video. Sorry I forgot to put this in the original segment, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. But thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it if you watch this all the way through. Also, if you do, go take a walk, touch some grass or something. You just watch me talking about an... Sorry. You just oh my god, sorry. You just watched me talk about my Pokemon cards for 1 whole hour. Go outside, take a walk, hug your dog, hug your sister, I don't care. Do something that's not watching YouTube videos. And when I'm editing this, I should hopefully do the same. Because exercise is very important. Anyways, this is going to be uploaded during July when I am very busy. So hopefully this can keep you fed until I'm back in August. I'm not going to do the Pokemon video. In the last video, I said I might do the Gen 5 or Gen 6 one. Not going to happen. So this might be like one of the only videos out in July. I apologize for that. But thank you for watching. Really, really, really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.